all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabad problem is resolved? What did you find?
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Now that he mentions
Well
it, it's a little
deduced.
strange.
Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodkrai.
He was clearly unwilling to answer our questions when we first met, so why would he admit to being Dottore's subordinate later?
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Modify how?
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment. and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in Nodkrai.
Nodkrai? Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodkrai her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
So you brought Netta here.
I'm surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves. Wouldn't you say?
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodkrai home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. We still arrive at different conclusions in the end. That's okay.
Man, I'm having audio problems today. Sorry, guys.
I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind.
Why?
The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them.
I don't know why. What is
If
going on
Sumeru
here?
were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from
Maybe
existence,
it's the rain. It's like
it
really
would not
rainy
take
here, but
long
where
for the
I am.
memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade.
I know.
Both
I don't know
love
much,
and
but-
hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the
changed-
void left
You
behind
hear me
when they
better now?
disappear.
I changed the setting
Most
on
sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry
doesn't help that
merchant
my cat's,
choosing
like, in
between
the way.
customers.
She's
We
sitting
all
on
need
me.
a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I
like a barrier.
dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
Don't really care about these two characters anyway.
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me.
Why it keeps cutting
If that's
out
what you need,
randomly.
I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa! Don't worry, boss. You can count on me!
And that was how the ingenious angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodkrai. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole? If it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the djinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Why? Why is this the I can't even get up here now. Why?
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
Try and speak, but I bet you'll hear a whisper of me. I'm literally yelling into the mic at the moment. I hit this hook Malay through this.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What?
Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis' Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because two's company, but three's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of Flowers and Oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let our efforts go to waste. But I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Shall I do 110 pull to make this more interesting? At least this ladder. What's this ladder is gonna get? I don't know why I won't go louder than that.
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kave? Kave, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps the statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
This is so boring. Okay, go to the great hall. Please be action. I beg you.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Fight. I need something to unburden me. My ADHD can't handle too much talking.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Gotti and Krako's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special day. I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Gotti, Krako, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
All right, stop arguing, Krako. And Gotti, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
Wow. That's actually unique. I'm amazed.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time.
These guys.
You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamot sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parrot. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma, and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
You can help us make history, too.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezephank, Saint Bennu. Once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
I can feel a strange sensation. The ground is trembling, as if answering the call of the Goat King.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected.
Oh, yeah, my
Initiating
audio.
Autonomous will.
Finally.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings. Can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Herreshoff, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
These look like souls, silhouettes approaching us from within the light, then pass through our bodies like wind through a veil.
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Jet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Ooh, we finally finished Soul Force Emptiness, and now we start. What's the next quest? Oh, I have to wait for a while. Okay, let's do one pull. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll do it in the pyramid and it'll reward me for that. Hey. Okay, let's. I don't think I'm anywhere close to pity, so it's unlikely. Maybe I'll get a prune. Let's see. Oh no, I got a Favonius sword. Wow, so lucky not. Could have at least given me a prude, man. Sadness.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them. Come and introduce yourself.
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals.
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental theory. The most capable minds in their respective fields are here before you. If there are no objections, we'd like to begin our work.
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar gave their very lives to create this splendid work. Follow their example by giving your utmost devotion to this project.
I didn't know that. We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry from their ancestors. What little respect you show for King Deshret.
No, that's not what he meant. please don't mind him. He shares your sentiments, just not your, penchant for hyperbole. Assuming that's what you were going for?
I just think it's important to manage expectations.
Forgive my lack of courtesy, but we simply can't sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me if it's a little rough around the edges.
Naturally, naturally.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can consider agreeing to their proposal.
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al-Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look after us in our old age.
Exactly.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank you for your assistance.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both know that certain components of Aru can only be operated by humans.
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed that way is not so much because he trusted them, but more because he was wary of you.
Is that true? No wonder human artisans helped to build Aru then. He actually required human assistance to create his greatest work.
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King keeps giving superficial responses? It's like he's just going through the motions and leaving the real debate to his colleagues.
He understands the art of perfunctory speech. That's what earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about King Deshret being a poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly a positive tendency either.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Let's begin. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King came to life!
What do you mean, came to life? I've been alive the whole time!
You did say we could start our research, right? Are you having second thoughts now?
I've reviewed the proposal. The work you're planning to carry out on this grand device is ambitious in its scope. You have ample confidence in your abilities, I take it?
I wouldn't say I'm feeling hugely confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha?
Aru and the Akasha? But I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access knowledge.
And you too? Do you not know either?
You've read the instruction manual, right? You tell them.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual? The Dendro Archon is a kind and thoughtful god indeed.
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
What?
But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with it.
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly have known. You may have heard many stories about the desert, but what is the most important aspect of history? Consider this a quiz. Anyone from Vahumana present?
I'm from Vahumana. It's, well, veracity.
Precisely. And a large part of veracity is the chronological order in which events occur. I may as well tell you. In the beginning, Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers, descended upon Sumeru. The glory of the heaven was within her. She brought life, oases, and knowledge to this land. Then she created the Jinn, enlightened them, and ordered them to serve her. 2 other gods also walked upon this land where wisdom flowed in abundance, and the 3 met beneath the great green trees. It was the first and greatest alliance. We should speak with reverence of this covenant between the 3, which transcended both time and life. For they promised that in Sumeru, wisdom would be shared with all. All the great changes in Sumeru's history began with the goddess of flowers. For King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath. So grieved was King Deshret by her passing that he lost all interest in state affairs and devoted himself instead to the knowledge that she had brought back. It was after learning of the technology from that floating island in the sky that he first conceived of Aru. And so, the Akasha was inspired by Aru, while the basis for Aru itself came from Celestia's technology.
Well, if the 2 share a common technological origin, then connecting one system to the other is an entirely feasible idea.
Unbelievable. Have you no reverence at all for celestial technology?
No, I do, but there's no time for that. The schedule is too tight. Blame it on the deadline.
Perhaps you could try coming up with our cutoff dates.
You know what it's like having to turn around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis, King, you don't plan on getting directly involved at all, do you?
Yes, well, you strike us more as having come to give a popular science lecture. Or, wait, does this count as more of a first-hand witness statement?
Neither. Anyway, this sounds like far too much work for me.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished before they could come to fruition. In the beginning, his wish was to create something that could rival the very world itself. The Lord of Flowers sacrificed everything for that ambition. What he desired, she bestowed, and thus was knowledge brought into the world. Her courage and sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice. And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a sacrificial and courageous love, even in its unfinished form, it deserves to be treasured. At that time, King Deshret said the following to the Lord of Dendro. Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy. Hence, the fruit of wisdom from the heavens is not to be devoured. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much and shown me kindness. For this, I cherish you both. In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers and the Dendro Archon. You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument, and why the answer to the three questions was time.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all manner of misfortune. This is as true for gods as it is for humans. Love is the same. It is both a prison and a monument. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Seeing as you've been so diligent, I'll offer a little help. Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes. Wisdom hides in the space between the tangible and the intangible. It is to convey the incommunicable through the simplest of mediums. By the power of King Deshret, I shall grant you a glimpse into the unseen secrets that lie at the threshold of existence.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible?
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of knowledge, the
I don't
power
know
of
why
our
we had
king
to.
permits
They
one to
had to
perceive
close their eyes.
ingenuities that do not belong to this world.
So secret.
This is no ordinary mechanism. It reflects the internal structure of Aru. Whether you choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard. Come, use these to achieve the outcome you desire.
Looks mechanical to me. Better let me handle it, just in case. But wait, how do I get up there?
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is!
A myriad of flux and dissolution and yes. Oh, it's just one of these things again. Oh, no. I need it. Oh, I turn this thing off. Oh, okay. You have to rotate this up. Oh, there you go. Okay. I'll turn it off. Yay! I'm finally able to do something! Too much speaking in this whole quest, man. Too much speaking, I tell you.
Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen.
Got it. It's a little blurry, but I should manage.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Herein lie verses written for the Yellow Sands. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest you delete it.
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now.
And then I need it. Right.
Found some more. Sending them over to you now.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after us in the future?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future, let alone a Vahumana Darshan.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, done. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out.
Oh. I didn't do that. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Don't go there! No! Okay, there you go. Now I can go back. There we go. Come on! Move to where you need to go.
Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading it? How long is it?
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Is it important?
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans did leave details of their plans to survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a memento. I think that should just about do it.
It meets the requirements of the contingency plans, so we should be good.
I gotta say, it's the strangest feeling. This cross between reality and the intangible. It's like drifting between life and death. Or in and out of a dream. Using my own hands to manipulate illusions that are forever out of reach.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense. Definitely a novel experience.
What happens if my spirit just floats away?
That won't happen. Anyway, I wouldn't celebrate just yet if I were you. There's likely to be a phase 2 of this project.
All right. I'd better keep my wits about me then.
Yeah.
Traveler from afar, do you worry for the fate of Sumeru as well?
Whoa! It's Sobek the Crocodile King!
Greetings, Crocodile King.
Please be at ease. I'm just here to chat with you about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sounds like you really care about her.
Yes, although to be exact, it is a mixture of both concern and curiosity that I feel.
Speaking of Nahida, Paimon was wondering how she's doing.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
I tried calling out to Apep, but there was no response. This can only mean that she is focusing all her energy on taking care of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that Apep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you or something.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king?
I am not.
The story begins a long time ago. Al-Ahmar was always a wishful thinker where the Dendro dragon was concerned. Without consulting her, he decided to list her among the 7 pillars and declared his own power to be far superior to hers. That was when our king was at the height of his power. Arakibastudio and I were no match for him, and so we chose to submit and serve as his ministers. But not Apep. No, she never thought much of him. To Apep, Al-Ahmar's pride and sense of superiority were nothing but ignorance and hubris. In fact, they fought numerous times, but usually the battle ended in a draw. In the end, King Deshret coveted the power of Celestia, only to end up corrupted by knowledge. His final act was to trick the dragon into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of his sins. The Dendro dragon stands for the glory of a bygone era. She hated Al-Ahmar and what he represented. All the gods, all the power they wielded. And so, her willingness to help the Dendro Archon through this crisis comes as a great surprise indeed. It makes one wonder whether, perhaps, the Dendro Archon assisted her in the past.
Yep, Nahida did her a huge favor.
So Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many long years of torment. As much as she loathes the 7, Apep knows kindness when she sees it. No wonder she was willing to make an exception.
Yeah, that's the sense we got from dealing with her too.
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexistence. And this despite the fact that she symbolizes life itself. How ironic. All of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you. Nothing will change her hatred towards humanity and gods.
We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep?
Maybe we should go and pick her up.
For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. Just to be on the safe side, why don't we grab anyone who isn't busy right now and go look for her? I'm alright, Paimon. Huh? Was that Nahida's voice?
It seems the treatment was effective.
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Here will do just fine.
I had no intention of taking you any further. One ought not expect greater generosity than they have earned.
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is, and how much hope it brings.
You dare appraise my being?
No, I'm expressing my gratitude. I want to thank you for sharing your precious life force with me.
Awake already? You are more resilient than I thought.
Pep, I feel much better. Thank you.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with Irminsul and Sumeru's ley lines will be competently managed. If I suffer any ill effects from the...
I understand what you require, but I would assume this task even if you did not demand it. Sumeru is my responsibility. I must resume my duties as soon as possible.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary your strength is.
And yet, maybe it is precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom is not meant to rule by force.
Then hold steady. We go forth.
Well, I'll be. Is that a pep? Do my eyes deceive me? Of all places, the Dendro Dragon has decided to visit the mausoleum of King Deshret?
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from. Why do all the creatures of this world remain so lowly after all this time?
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Keep them as trinkets? Boer, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you or anyone else here ever again, unless absolutely necessary.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
Thank you for helping Nahida.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from bothering me again.
Bye. Oh, we'll never see the dragon again.
Force to be
Sadness.
At
She was so
times like
cool.
this, I feel glad that she has no interest in any of this.
Hold on, just hold on, okay? We're almost there. We made it. Huh? Wait, that voice. It's...
Surush.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall.
Man, we're seeing so many. There. Oh, and look at all the Aranars. I prefer the Aranars. Whoa, I'm holding them all up. I've got you!
Well, that's a relief. A pair of safe hands indeed.
The Dendro Archon's familiars. They are the last thing I expected to see here.
Huh? Wait, what are the Aranara doing here? Don't you guys hate the desert? Obviously I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here. Oh, you seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many people around? Not just people. It's all these non-human beings, too. It's hard on them.
I just find it funny that the NPCs and the enemies have more abs than the actual characters.
I appreciate your support
Oh, well.
so much. Thank you all. I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrivals settle in. Once I'm done, Traveler, Paimon, shall we find a place for our friends to stay?
Sure. Even though I really don't want to.
Well, first I have some questions.
You answer Nahida's questions. Bring her up to speed on everything that has happened while she's been sleeping.
Okay, I think that covers everything. Thank you. We can get going now.
Okay, can I quit here? Oh, this is such a boring quest. This is boring the crap out of me. I'm not joking. The best part was the dragon lady. Oh, and now I have to. Oh, at least it's right near a teleportation point. I should do more of this quest now. We only got 6 days before it ends. Gonna find popcorn. This is way funner. Well, look, you don't like it as much? Man, if you ask me, the Archon quest is more boring than this. I actually look forward to doing this. That shows you how bad the Archon quest is.
Alternatively. All right, I'm ready to head out whenever.
I'm good to go.
Based on the map our Baku friend gave us, the closest fragment should be Chinju Forest.
Yeah, same here. Not my favorite area either. I prefer either Fontaine.
I know this place.
I do like Nodkrai. I'll give that that.
It used to be
I actually kind of did enjoy Natland at least, and I know you hate that one. Anyway, that was
One of
fun.
the Shrine Maidens found me. All right, let's split up and look around. It'll be more efficient. I'm a pretty good climber, so I can search one of the trees. Sayu can take another, and the rest...
Come on, Prune, let's race! We'll start from here and see who can find the clues the fastest.
Wait! I wasn't done talking! Come on, come on! It'll be good to stretch those muscles!
Count us down, okay, traveler?
On your marks.
Stick close to me, Chi-Chi.
It's the battle of the chibies.
I'm not so sure about that. I've got this.
We know Saya's gonna win. She can bowl up, man.
Who says I have to go along with this craziness?
Get set, go!
Charge! That's it. I can't lose to some kid. Huh? What are you still standing there for? We're falling behind! Here, grab onto me.
We're gonna... I thought we were doing a running race. No,
Pretty tired.
the dwarves.
Chi-Chi isn't tired. You're
Well, yeah, that's
fine
another
now.
name for them.
Here, Chi-Chi will wipe it off. Dr. Baiju says sweating makes it easy to catch a cold. Gotta get dry fast. You remembered all that? Oh, make way for Boo Boo Pharmacy's little helper, people. No, it was in my notes. Right next to... Find nightmare fragments.
Nightmare. Do you like the way she spelled?
Spelling is a bit... you know what? We'll fix that later. Let's focus on the fragments. Gotta put our herb picking and radish harvesting skills to good use. This spot is as comfortable as ever. Makes me super... sleepy. No, wake up! Right, I brought mint. That'll help me wake up. The sooner we find these fragments, the sooner I can sleep. Man, this tree is kinda tough to climb. Good thing I got plenty of experience climbing roofs in Nodkrai. Never thought that'd come in handy here. The Baku said to look for things that seem off or out of place. Let's see.
Gonna blow them all up!
Put on the brakes there, Klee. Mondstadt be bombed, Klee be doomed, remember? But we're not in Mondstadt, which means it's even more important to follow the rules, right? If you want to keep going on adventures,
so funny.
you need to show the knights how well behaved you are, even when they're not around.
I can
Karis
be well
Bomber Man.
behaved. I want to go on all the adventures with the little witches.
Then how about you search around the bottom of the tree, and Paimon will fly to the top and have a look.
Okay, be careful, Paimon. I'll be careful too.
Huh? A giant tail? That can't be right.
Oh, Kiara. 2 tails. Jackson.
That hurt!
Kiara.
Traveler,
Really
Paimon! Seeing you, I feel much more awake. Oh, and who are these kids? Friends of yours, I'm guessing? Nice to meet you.
Hello, Miss Cat Lady. We're little witches.
What brings you
They're
here,
gonna-
Kirara?
And she's gonna be there
It
for
was a
me.
pretty light day delivery-wise,
She's the
so
only
I
cat
came here to
here.
sharpen my claws. Must
Is that
have
right?
dozed off at some point, and then someone yanked my tail.
Sorry about that. It kind of seemed like something we were searching for. You're a Nekomata, right? That was in the little-known creatures of Inazuma, too. Whoa! You remember the page number for this one, too? Shoot, I forgot. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, I could give you a ball of yarn to make it up to you.
Oh, yarn? No need. You just startled me, that's all. It's not a big deal. But you sure know a lot, huh, kid?
I'm not a... Never mind. Have you noticed anything strange around here, Kirara?
Well... I usually like to nap under that tree over there, but for some reason it felt off today, so I decided to sleep in this tree instead.
All right, you guys can keep chatting. I'll go check it out.
I've heard rumors that Prune's actually Klee's older sister. But way more better tempered, supposedly. She's 12 years old.
Yep,
And she's so
looks like
short
there's a
for a
nightmare fragment
12-year-old. Poor Prune.
Let's store it for now. We should press on to the next location. All right. The next location is to the east of...
Oh, when are we gonna find these fragments, man?
All right. After last time, we're all clear on what we need to do, right? Let's split up and investigate the area. If you find something, just give a shout, okay? All clear?
Yes, ma'am! Yes, ma'am.
I didn't mean to make it sound like I was bossing you around, Traveler. Well, dismissed.
Okay. Oh, look, we have to find it now.
Ooh, Mora! Quick, pick it up!
Yeah, I like Mara.
Huh, it's just a lavender melon.
Honorary Knight! Paimon, Prune, over here!
Find something?
Yeah, something huge! A bunch of bugs in a line! I've never seen something like this before!
Me neither. Wow. Oh, these are Onikabuto. They're all over Inazuma. In Master's Garden, I saw ants do something like this before. But if they're moving to a new home, why aren't they carrying anything? Strange. Onikabuto are typically nocturnal creatures. During the day, they usually hide in cool, shady places like bushes or between rocks to avoid predators.
You sure know a lot, Prune.
Their diet consists of tree sap and wild fruit. Given that they're nocturnal, you have a higher chance of encountering them at night.
You learn something new every day, huh?
You can say that again.
Oh, Ito.
What are you doing
Unexpected.
We meet again, Lavender Melon. Hey, I'm out here looking for an Onikabuto upgrade. Bigger, stronger. You know the deal. Never stop the grind, am I right? What about you? Whoa, wait a second. We've got ourselves a whole patch of little lavender melons here. Ah, I know. You must be out here playing make-believe, huh? Well, I happen to be free as a bird. Want me to join?
Yeah, you can play a mean old demon king with great big horns.
Old, huh? You sure about that?
Quick, everyone hide! Cover your heads! If he gives you a noogie, you'll never get taller.
They're losing track
You
of
guys
the
run.
actual.
Paimon will hold him off. Listen here, bull chucker. You want to get to them? You have to go through Paimon first.
Flying lavender melon's got a feisty side, huh? Well, guess you'll just have to be the first victim. Uh-oh, noogie incoming!
Then, Little Witch Paimon curses you to lose 10,000 Mora every time you give a noogie.
Oh, good thing I'm sitting pretty with nothing but a cool 500 Mora in my pocket.
Shoot! Wrong strategy!
Whoa, slow down there, little lavender melons, or you're gonna trip. You know what? Because I'm cool like that, I'll give you a 10-second head start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Kids will be kids, am I right?
Wait, I know. The weird behavior of the Onikabuto is a clue. They would never venture out during the day. Unless something happened to their original habitat. In other words, we just need to follow their migration back to the source. Yup, it's here! Come on, let's pick it up. That just leaves one more. We're so close.
Well, thanks to you once again, Prune.
Please, the little witches were the ones who noticed the Onikabuto. They deserve the credit. Only kids are obsessed with bugs like that. I doubt I would have even spotted them.
So, looking at the world from a child's perspective?
That's not the point. We have a job to finish. Let's call everyone back. We should head to the next location.
You gotten used to working with them, huh?
Well, we can't just leave them here with that Oni. He doesn't exactly strike me as a responsible adult.
Alright. I'll call them back and then we'll head out.
Let's see. Our last stop is the beach north of Konda Village. Time to go! Alright!
I wonder who we're gonna meet at the beach.
Where should we start looking?
Any guesses, people?
A group of monsters? Well, that seems a bit obvious.
Sarah.
It's just a few slimes.
I don't know.
I'll deal with them.
This Electroracer. That's what it's giving me.
Come on, little witches! Let's give Prune a hand!
Good luck! Paimon will cheer you on from the sidelines! And don't think that's Paimon being unhelpful! We've been through tons of tough battles, and cheering people on is always super important. You could even say it's the key to victory. Right, Traveler?
Of course, this looks like it could be a fierce battle. I'll supervise. So we're letting the dwarves fight. Okay. Glug Glug King. Wow, what a beautiful name. And we one-shot it with a please. We pretty much can just one-shot half of these with a please.
Gonna be so strong. Gotta figure out the right counter strategy. That's the spirit, bro! Get him!
It's too OP, man.
Wow! Your teamwork was amazing! You came in like whoosh, and then went all bam bam, and then kapow! The monsters didn't stand a chance! You weren't bad either, Paimon. Your voice was nice and loud. Impressive fighting, everyone!
Little witches are just awesome like that!
That tuckered me out. Hungry. Auntie Cloud Retainer said it's not good to wander around in the wild after dark. This is the last fragment, right? Let's pick it up and head back. we're back! Whoa! Look at all this food! Did you guys do this for us?
To discuss the day's events over a delicious meal, collecting the nightmare fragments went smoother than expected. Yes, it's because literally Prune did it half. Half is the effect of the little witches being together. No, it isn't. It's solo Prune, man.
Popcorn, we spoke to the Dough King, and we're gonna
Yeah,
get
Clay
you
did
back to
everything in the
normal
fight,
tomorrow.
but it was Prune that was finding all
once Homora's
the
nightmare gets
fragments.
eaten,
So
she'll get better
in the
too.
story, that's
Then we'll help Popcorn find Homura, and we can all play together.
Wish
while
all our
the
imaginary
others just got
friends would
distracted.
come out
Oof.
and play too.
Poor Prune.
Ooh, Mom's magic can do that.
Have you learned that one yet, Klee?
No. All I know is the introduction magic for the little witches.
Huh. I bet Master, Auntie Cloud Retainer, and Uncle Mountain Shaper could do it. They all have those super impressive Adepti abilities.
I'm amazed we didn't
My
encounter
sensei
anything other
definitely
than
could too.
slimes
A
on the
great
beach.
ninja can do
I thought we were
anything.
gonna encounter another character because it like showed a map.
Hey, Traveler, could you do something like that?
Not a chance.
Yeah. Guess Paimon has a lot to learn from the other little witches, huh? All the imaginary friends hanging out together. Just thinking about it is interesting.
What if Paimon's my imaginary?
Does Paimon have one too?
I've been hallucinating her my whole
Already has someone to keep her company. Someone she can talk to no matter what. The Traveler.
travels throughout Tibet.
What about you, Prune? Do you have an imaginary friend? Of course! He's my best friend. His name is Descartes. He's a puppy and he's super adorable.
Just like you.
I guess if you think I'm cute, then sure. Well, we're just about done here, right? We should all get some rest. I'll walk you back. You should stay with us, Prune. The Shrine Maiden Lady got us a huge room. We've been staying there together these past few days, and there's more than enough space.
Yeah. We even had a pillow fight last night.
Well, I already have my own accommodation, so...
Come on, Prune. Play with us. Pretty please.
Fine. Let's go.
There you go. End of the story quest. I wonder... Is the new one open yet? I don't know. Shall I do a temple now? To reward you for being so patient with that weird quest. Oh, dude! I got gold! Please be Durian! Oh, I got early pity, man! That's only at 60 pity! Yes! Dude! How am I sorry? C2 Durian, man! Official! Crazy! It's just crazy! Dude, I got a C2 Durian! And that was on a 50-50, man! Oh my goodness, I am so... Yeah! Now he's more OP. And I've got his weapon now. I still haven't fully leveled it up. Sorry about that. It's only 80 something, like... Would it be funny if I, like, tried doing a 10 pull on Nicole and, like, got hurt? And then my luck would be, like, through the roof. Unlikely, but, like, still. That would be so funny. We still need 600. Oof. I'll have to do event stuff. Oh wait, there's more. Okay, might as well finish this quest then. Oh, whoop. So I haven't fully finished the event. Stuff for... You want me to go for C3? I could always just go on Nicole. Even though I don't like her design. C2 I'm happy though.
Alright, we're all set. The Baku have been fasting all night, so we should be able to get rid of this nightmare no problem.
I just want a prune. I know her name's stupid, but like, she's kinda nice. I like her character. She's so mature compared to the other dwarves. These are the fragments we collected.
The scent matches what we found earlier. Yep, these are the ones. Here goes nothing.
Hey! Looks like popcorn is back to normal.
Whew. Finally, I don't feel so dizzy anymore. I remember now. I remember everything! Thank you for keeping me company these past few days, and helping Homura overcome her nightmare.
Our pleasure.
Wouldn't it be funny if I go like, yeah,
Get
2
separated from
durins?
Homura anyway. Aren't imaginary friends supposed to live
Unlikely.
inside kids' heads?
Well, actually, Homura is all grown up now.
Oh,
Her
I
work's
am
been
pretty
so
lucky to
busy
still
and
get a
stressful.
see-through durian.
She can't even sleep most
Like,
nights.
Especially
When
when
she
he's only
finally
been
found some
out
time to relax
on
out
about
in
it
nature,
twice now.
She had a nightmare the minute she tried to take a nap. I just wanted to give her a chance to rest, so I tried to get rid of the nightmare by going inside of it and beating up all the things tormenting her.
So who's Popcorn's like...
But then, I got swept up in a massive storm, and when Homura woke up, an ominous-looking shard
Who's
was left behind
Homura?
right where she
Never-
was sleeping.
Why do we always get NPC stories? That's my question.
Yeah, so I tried to
The
smash it to
events.
pieces.
It's not even focused on the characters, man.
Wasn't just the nightmare talking.
No, but it definitely made it more extreme.
But I failed again. Then I got super dizzy and, well...
Well, we got rid of all the nightmare fragments, right? So is the problem solved?
Homura is free from the nightmare, but her psychological state is still abnormal. In fact, the problem could be quite serious. While digesting the fragments just now, the Baku sensed that there was no attempt from Homura to overcome the emotions contained within them, which is a sign of emotional numbness.
She hasn't given a sincere
She's
smile in
dissociating,
ages.
man.
She doesn't let her imagination run wild like she did as a kid, or think up crazy scenes in her head. I can't encourage her through her imagination like I used to. All I can do is watch her lose her spark.
When someone gives up on seeking and relishing in their own happiness, negative emotions can become all-consuming. And if that happens...
What? If that happens, then what?
We see patients like this a lot at the clinic. On the outside, it might seem like nothing is wrong. But on the inside, a sense of emptiness begins to take over, until the person loses the capacity to recognize beauty in the world. As one of our patients put it, it's not that I'm gone, it's the knowledge that my inner child is never coming back.
Adult depression.
No!
Oof.
I have to help her.
Where did she go? Will she be back for dinner?
No, Chi-Chi. That was just a metaphor. Or, personification? One of the two.
Who says she can't come back? Sometimes, after I get let out of confinement, I dash off so fast even Master Jean can't catch me. But then, Dodoko reminds me that that's a surefire way to get sent back to confinement, so I turn around and go back.
Well, there's a more literal take, but Paimon thinks the logic still applies.
Yeah, I think so too. If anyone has a chance of getting through to her, it'd be Popcorn, right? He is her imaginary friend after all. True. I'd hate for her to get to the point of needing professional help. If she can work through these problems on her own, even better.
But Popcorn said Homura hasn't thought about him in ages. She's not gonna be able to hear him or talk to him.
Which is why our first priority is to get her to remember him.
I have to find Homura. I have to help her.
Wait, don't just run off!
The little Hexen Circle wants to help too.
What is it? Oh. I forgot. I got a free pull from finishing that part of the Archon quest. I forgot they give.
Accelerating.
I'm still so happy I got to see Durin. I'm so lucky. As a mostly free to play person, I'm so happy.
Ah, popcorn's over there! Come on, let's get closer.
Homura, the proposal you submitted still has issues. It needs to be more creative. It needs that spark. Back to the drawing board. Your ideas were so good when you first started working here. What happened? You know how crucial this pitch is for us. We value your work, but you need to get your head in the game.
But this is already the 12th draft. Never mind.
She looks sleep deprived.
Wait, that's Homura? Isn't that the girl we met outside of Isa Bathhouse a few days ago? That person Popcorn keeps ramming into must be her boss. It doesn't seem like either of them can see him.
Homura still doesn't remember Popcorn, so she can't see him.
Guess she doesn't wear her hair in pigtails now that she's all grown up, huh? Well, long hair is a lot of work.
And no more flowery dresses either.
Well, my mom says pants are easier to work in, but I suppose it's just a matter of wearing what's comfortable.
There's an exhibition being held in a few days. You need to find some time and show the client around. Take good care of him, all right? Our orders for the next year depend on it. Oh, and draw up a diagram while you're at it. You're always doodling something or other, aren't you? Doesn't need to look that impressive up close, just enough to impress the client during the presentation. Draw up a sketch. The actual content doesn't matter, just make it look good. We'll change it later depending on the client's feedback.
Man, that workload is triggering my fight or flight. Or just flight, to be honest. Come on, Homura! Stand up for yourself!
Of course.
Oh, come on! Where's that explosive temper you had as a kid? Like in that poem you wrote. Wait, that's it.
The poem! We can use that to remind her of her childhood and get her to remember Popcorn!
Bring on the tear bugs! Bring on the booger beast!
Mean or nasty or in your face, one punch sends them to outer space.
Give them one great monstrous whack! Wait, what comes next? Sayu? Shoot. I think I dozed off during that part.
Give him one great monstrous whack. Then... Stuff him in a big old sack! Yeah! I've got a sack with your name on it! Hey! Wait!
What is it? Confused about something?
I think you're the one who's confused. Your feedback changes from one moment to the next. You don't even know what you want, but somehow you expect me to read your mind? Maybe if you actually thought things through, we wouldn't have to redo them. You want me to make the decisions? Fine. Then don't micromanage me. You nitpick everything I do just to complain again when I change it. You talk about a lack of creativity, but I don't see you coughing up ideas. You say the company values me? Really? Because I work myself into the ground every day, and do I even get a free cup of coffee to keep myself awake? No! I buy it myself!
Of course, we plan to reward our hard workers with several level...
I'm not done. You want to talk about rewards? Because it seems like you just reward us with more work. Half the work I do is outside my job description. I'm not a machine. You can't just wind me up and keep me running forever. I'm overworked. I don't get enough sleep. I can't keep going on like this. You're my boss. If I can't have your mentorship and guidance, the least you could do is create a suitable working environment. Oh, and drawing is what I do for fun. Not another thing you get to use to order me around, so just—
Man, she talks quickly.
Shut up!
Okay, you're upset. I see that, and you're right. I put too much on your plate. I'm sorry. You should take some time to relax and recharge. How about a 3-month paid vacation?
Huh?
Ah, of course. Put my mora where my mouth is, right? I'll add on a 3 months bonus. How a 3 months bonus? 3 months bonus. 3 months bonus. 3 months bonus.
Man, it feels like she's on drugs or something. Uh-oh. I think she's mentally broken. You know what? This is flashing me back to when I was burning out a year or so ago. Oof. I understand your pain, woman.
Yes.
You sure?
Work burns you out, man.
Actually, no. Everything is not okay. I think the proposal I submitted is more than competitive enough. Maybe I could talk you through it, and then you can decide whether changes are really necessary. But first, I'd like to take 2 days off. We can go over it when I get back. Is that okay?
Listen, I get that things come up, but now's not the best time. We're up against some tight deadlines, so just hang in there.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I have too much work, and it's starting to impact my health. I hope you can understand.
You never said anything, and your work is always on time, so I just assumed you could handle it.
I complete my work on time because I'm a professional. It's those unreasonable, last-minute tasks that force me to work overtime. And I've been doing that a lot lately. I was hoping you could be a little more mindful of the work you assign me in the future.
But the client is going to be here soon. How am I going to find someone on such short notice?
Entertaining clients was never part of my job description to begin with. Of course. If you really can't approve my time off, I've made peace with having to—
Now, hold on just 1 minute. No need to be rash. How about this? Rest up, get yourself back in working order, and your position will be waiting. Just don't make it too long, okay?
Of course. I'll try.
Oof. I wanted her to get angry like she did in her actual, like, imagination. Girl. Come on, girl.
Whoa. That was close. I was about to say I'd made peace with having to meet the client. Popcorn! It's really you! Oh, and you're not alone.
Hello, Miss Homura. We're Popcorn's friends.
Wait, so my imaginary friend has real-world friends besides me? This isn't also in my imagination, is it? I see. Thanks for doing that. I haven't been doing so hot lately, so I've been having nightmares. Sorry you had to go through all that trouble.
Don't worry. The nightmare's been devoured, so you should be able to get a good night's sleep from now on.
But the Dough King said you still have mental issues.
Wait, no. That's not... You can't just say that, Chi-Chi. Adults can't handle being that direct. So, anyway, Popcorn said you've been really busy at work?
Yeah. This is my first job. I was so excited at the start, thinking this was my chance to make a name for myself. But reality turned out to be pretty harsh. Endless work, difficult relationships, and plans that fall through. I couldn't even solve one problem before even bigger ones would pop up. It was suffocating. Even after getting off work, I was too tired to do the things I used to enjoy. All I wanted to do was lie down.
I know exactly what you mean. The adult world is a cold and cruel place.
How in the... You're not even an adult! Huh? I don't get it at all. We all live in the same world, right? Mom said grown-ups are just big kids in grown-up clothes.
Huh?
Yeah, I've gathered a lot of intel about this. Turns out, when no one's looking, some grown-ups play their own games too, or put on little puppet shows, or even pretend to cook stuff. I won't say who, though.
Nothing has to change. We can still fight monsters or pretend the floor is lava. You just have to picture it, and we can do it!
Kinda like how I imagined going on that rant just now. Even though it wasn't real, just picturing it felt pretty cathartic.
That's not enough, though. Children are innocent. Their fantasies become real to them, so make-believe gives them genuine happiness. But adults know it isn't real, so imagination becomes a form of self-deception. It's called a mental escapade. Oh, right! Yes, that!
Mental escapism?
I memorized it wrong. The point is, you can't just fantasize about the things that make you happy. You have to take action. That goes for work and regular life. Whether it's something or someone that's getting you down, you never have to accept the status quo. Just like earlier, saying no is the first step. And if it continues to stand in your way, just give it the old tear bug and booger beast treatment.
Yeah, that's the spirit!
And if all else goes wrong, I guess the worst case scenario is you just find a new job.
Yeah, that's... actually, not sure if that'd be something to celebrate.
Are you disappointed in me, Popcorn? All those dreams I had as a kid, and I haven't achieved a single one. I grew up to be a pathetic adult, huh?
Can you eat as much tempura as you want, day in and day out?
Well, I guess.
Can you buy your favorite light novels and manga without having to ask an adult?
Yeah. I make my own mora, so I can buy whatever I want.
Then you're an amazing little adult in my book.
Huh. I never thought kids would be the ones to give me a much-needed pep talk. But you make some great points. I'll try to take a different approach. Oh, and thanks for everything. You too, Popcorn.
Okay. Done. And we're gonna have a feast again, because they have a feast every night.
Aw, it's so nice seeing Popcorn and Hamura together again.
Yeah. Makes me think about Descartes. Wait a second. What am I even doing? I've barely made any progress.
Prune, what's wrong?
Well...
It's okay. If you don't want to talk about it, we can pretend we didn't hear anything. But if you do choose to trust us with it, I'm sure we'd all be more than willing to help out. Right, little witches?
Yeah! In my heart, Prune is already one of us. We all like you a lot.
Definitely. We worked super well tracking down those fragments. It's like we were made for each other.
Plus, our heights all match too. You even taught me how to use a hammer like the Bear of Stilts so I could feel what it'd be like to be taller.
Prune knows a lot and likes sharing. She gave me a book on finches.
Paimon seconds all that. Besides, she's so used to you being a part of the little Hexen Circle now, she can barely
imagine divvying up snacks without counting your share.
You guys... I'm not that great. I've been lying from the start. I'm not Alice's friend. I'm a witch hunter. Witches are my enemies. I never be friends with someone like her. She challenged me to a debate. And when she lost, she took my imaginary friend away. Like it was nothing. Descartes is my best friend. She said the only way to save him was to defeat all the witches. I went to Mondstadt to find them, only for the trail to lead me to Inazuma. So I took a boat overnight to get here, and then I met you guys instead. It wasn't supposed to be like this. You're not evil witches at all. Just a group of innocent kids. And you've been so nice to me. I can't treat you like my enemies. I can't.
It's okay. Just let it out.
I, feel a lot better now. Thanks. But, crying like that in front of everyone was super embarrassing. Maybe it could be our little secret?
You got it. Prune, could Paimon ask, did you actually see Alice take Descartes away?
Well, no. I didn't see how she did it.
Then, did she say how you're supposed to defeat the other witches?
There were no specifics. But I'm sure she expects me to fight them or something. That's what a villain would do, right?
Well, in our experience, Alice's trials are usually a bit more unconventional. Besides, she wouldn't be that mean.
I don't care what kind of trick she has in store. I'm a witch hunter, and that won't change. So, I don't think me and the other little witches can be...
But it has nothing to do with the little Hexen Circle.
What?
Yeah! The little Hexen Circle didn't exist when Alice issued that challenge. You can join for sure. The little Hexen Circle can band together to defeat the big witches and save your imaginary friend.
But... Clea's Alice's daughter.
I'm kinda confused about the details, but I bet it's supposed to be a big fun game. 'Cause Mom always says I'm gonna beat her one day and become the bestest witch in the whole wide world. Catching the big witches sounds like a fun game to me. I want to play for sure.
Sounds like a chance to get in some good training. Count me in. I'm trying to become an even stronger ninja than my sensei, too. That way, I can sleep as much as I want and nobody can say a thing.
Master said that's called when the branch grows higher than the tree. We all want that, right, Chi-Chi?
Chi-Chi likes trees.
Plus, Paimon and the Traveler have been around the block with all this witch stuff. With us around, we can defeat whatever great, big, powerful, impressive mages we want.
I guess I've been voluntold.
You guys are a really awesome group of kids. You know that?
Just give me your hand, and you'll be an official member of the Little Hexen Circle.
I guess I can do kid things with all of you. To go along with the group, I mean. All right, I'll join.
Come on, do the thing!
No, I'm not that much of a kid. Fine. You don't have to give me that look. I'll say it. Little Witch Prune reporting for duty. Ugh, so embarrassing. Wait, is this for real? But I haven't defeated the witches. Did you escape on your own? Are you hurt? Here, let me see.
Wait, what's going on? Is it Descartes?
Yeah, he's back. He's really back.
What did he say?
He said... It's a long story, and he'll explain later.
A weird-looking dog.
What do you mean, weird? He's adorable. Hold on. You can see him? Wait, are these your imaginary friends? How come I can see them? Wow, look at all of them.
Tuan flew away. She wants to go play over there.
Come on! Let's go! All the imaginary friends can play together.
Wait, what? Wait for me! Did you see that? Everyone's imaginary friends are here! In the real world! Let's catch up and see what's happening!
Real or imaginary, seeing all these friends together like this is a wonderful sight.
Alice, your magic did this, didn't it?
Astute as ever, traveler. Consider it a well-earned gift for the little Hexen Circle for completing their grand quest. I just thought I'd give all our lovely imaginary friends a chance to come out and say hello. What a lively gathering this turned out to be.
That's not the only gift, though, is it? Popcorn's back to normal and we can still see him.
Oh, right! After fixing the whole nightmare situation, Popcorn should have gone back to being a normal imaginary friend. We shouldn't be able to see him. Unless...
You think I would deny my little witches the chance to witness their touching reunion? Clea would have been devastated if she'd missed it, and I certainly can't have that.
So, you didn't take Prune's imaginary friend, did you? You don't go around bullying little kids.
No, I did not take her imaginary friend.
Paimon knew she was right to defend you earlier.
In fact, when I met little Prune, her imaginary friend was on the verge of disappearing.
What?
You've spent quite a bit of time with her now. What's your impression?
Well, even though she looks like a small, cute kid, she seems more like a grown-up. She's smart, mature, and super reliable.
Still, it seems like she bottles a lot of things up.
Precisely. Prune has always been a precocious child, ever so curious about the world. She studied things beyond her years and began to grow up rather quickly. I'm sure that all sounds well and good, but it's unfair to expect a child to step into the adult world so soon. With all that weight placed on such small shoulders, something is bound to break. In this case, her childlike innocence. You've witnessed how devastating the effects of that can be for yourselves not too long ago.
Right! Like what happened to Hamura. She'll stop dreaming and, eventually, she won't even be able to remember her imaginary friend.
That's why I made up the whole thing about capturing Descartes and sent her to Mondstadt to defeat all the witches.
You tricked her! The mages don't even live in Mondstadt! Ugh! That's a mean thing to do to a kid, Alice! Paimon shouldn't have spoken up for you earlier!
Why, thank you for the compliment, dear Paimon. I am the great, big, mean Dodo King, after all.
That means you chose Mondstadt for a different reason.
Well, the seeds of spirit and imagination are best nurtured by the soil of freedom, of course.
It was to give Clee someone else to play with, wasn't it?
Sharp as a tack, Paimon. The witches of the little Hexen Circle do not disappoint. In any case, all's well that ends well, right? After spending time with the little witches, she regained her childlike innocence and was able to reunite with her imaginary friend. Quite the amazing feat the little witches pulled off, huh? The most amazing one of all is my cute little Clee, of course, founding the little Hexen Circle at such a young age, making her own decisions, accomplishing things all by herself. Don't be shy on the compliments now, okay?
Honorary Knight, Paimon, come here quick! Wigway's teaching Descartes how to do somersaults!
No matter how precious the moment, it can never last forever. You should head over before the materialization spell wears off, or you might miss the chance to meet everyone's imaginary friends.
Huh? Why didn't you say so sooner? Come on, let's go play!
It's through embracing our inner child that all of us can wield the magic known as happiness and find our childlike spark and wonder once more. So whether you're a little kid or a kid at heart, set your worries aside for a moment, forget about what's coming next, and allow yourself to have fun, if only just for the here and now.
I actually enjoyed that quest. That was a cute one. Man, comparing this one to the the main Archon quest, I actually find this way more interesting. Sorry guys. I know people might differ, but it was just too much lore. Too much talking, man. I'm just trying to get some more primo. Boing. Boing. Oh. Okay. Have to... How am I gonna get out there? Okay. Oh no! Oh no! 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 Hey, I bumped into the slime. Whoopsies. Okay, this. I did have fun, yes. And thank you for staying, Deadshot. I know you were busy, so thank you for staying. I wanted to play a fun quest that you could enjoy, so... Anyway, wait, actually, before you go, I'm gonna do a couple more pulls. We'll see if we can get a prune. You think I can get a prune? No, it keeps giving me weapons. Seriously? Why do you keep giving me weapons, man? I don't want weapons. I just want a prune. It doesn't want a prune. Give me a prune. Fun. No. Just weapons. Thank you for the use of crap. Sadness. Oh yeah, I forgot I can get 30 primos for that. Okay, awesome. Cool. That's one more pull. Okay, after this, I'm just gonna... I'll possibly just play the rest of the event offline. So. Can I get a prune? Nope. No prune. Not today. I will show you if I do get one. Hopefully I might get it before the banner runs. But until next stream, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more content. I will see you next stream. And hopefully we can finally finish that really long Archon quest. I feel like we're only halfway through it, so yeah. Bye till then!